What does that even mean? Oh, damn, this is 20 fucking K upvotes. Streamer dresses down Andrew Tate until he quizzed the interview. If I never hear about him again, it'll be too soon. Immediately hears about him again. To be honest, I'm going to agree. Really sick of his face being plastered across my Reddit feed. The one time Reddit has ever liked you. Yeah, that's true. This is the first time I'm seeing normies notice the Andrew Tate shit. Yeah, I stopped watching Hasan for a few months during the original Tate saga. Wait, what? You stopped watching me because I fucking shit on Andrew Tate or because I was covering it too much? Bro, it was impossible to fucking avoid him on the internet. You know what I mean? He was worse than the top of the hour ad break. Like, at least with the top of the hour ad break, which comes at the top of every hour, and there's a 3-minute ad break, like, you have a way to avoid it, right? Like, you can just fucking subscribe for $5 or subscribe for free with a Twitch Prime, right? Or you can get gifted a sub if you're lucky. Like, with Andrew Tate, he was basically everywhere. It was impossible to avoid. It was really, really fucking annoying, especially because, like, so many people were just so invested in him. Like, they loved him. They fucking idolized him for the worst opinions. Meanwhile, nobody idolizes the top of the hour ad break, right? Like, it's just not a thing. Most of you just subscribe and move on with your lives, right? That is the most, like, casual ad break segue I've ever done. Giofordio, Rice Spicy, and Thrill House 76, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. King Ghidorah, thank you for the 10 gifted subs, allowing 25 people to no longer see the ads. Let's fucking go. Here's the 3-minute ad break now. Yeah, that's a little bit early. Suck my dick. I just saw an opportunity and I took it. Life is about seizing opportunities, okay? Anyway, Andrew Tate is going to be held in prison for 30 fucking days. Holy shit. But let's get back to the Mr. Beast situation real quick, the fun shit. And then it's pretty easy to say the Matrix is going to arrest you when you're committing and posting about your crimes. Yeah, bro, it's literally like me saying, hey guys, I'm going to be ominous here, okay? I'm going to tell you something real ominous, okay? Tomorrow, I'm going to be live again. Yeah, it's like a fucking certainty, dog. Yeah, no shit. And then all the fucking idiots have been like eating it up. Today, we're going to be talking about the Andrew Tate conspiracies that are fucking all over the goddamn internet. All of his dick riders saying like he didn't actually do sex trafficking. That was bullshit. They're just coming after him because what? He's a fucking rampant misogynist. It is insane. Jerry's Pizza. That's Romania. Nice. Even Rainbow was in the chat yesterday, which I thought was pretty funny when we were looking at these fucking memes. It's like, yeah, it's like saying, oh man, the system is out to get me because I did, yeah, as the Shadow pointed out, it's like, oh man, the system is out to get me, as I say, as I put on a mask to commit armed robbery. And like, okay. Supporting Andrew Tate is such a red flag. I disagree, but respect it. I hope this is a joke. My bad for respecting an opinion and showing mine. How dare I? It's like, bro, I don't understand. Like, yeah, you're bad. People can have stupid opinions, okay? I think one of the things that we have forgotten time and time again in this like endless sea of American hyper individualism, where we have this assumption that like everything and anything that you fucking say is actually special, pure, important just by the virtue of you having thought it or said it, is a legitimately frustrating thing that we have to deal with all the goddamn time. It's like, yeah, you can be a fucking dumbass, dog. It's not like you're going to go to jail for it, which, sometimes maybe you should. But like, also at the same time, like, we're going to fucking make fun of you. We're going to say you're fucking stupid. I hate it. I hate that like people. Oh my God, there's another one.
Romania.
I see a fucking Rainbow captures Andrew Tate tweet. I like it. I'm a simple man. First time in the chat, hope I don't get banned, says Uwu Corpse. Probably not. If you're a Corpse husband stan, very unlikely that you will get banned because, you know, a lot of Corpse stans, for the most part, are pretty fucking woke. Like, you said the same take where you were the Jubilee feminist middle ground, and I put it in my presentation for a course about individualism in America law. I mean, it is, though. It is that. People unironically think, oh, I'm an American. I'm a fucking precious little snowflake. Okay? I'm unique. So, obviously, if I come up with an opinion, no matter how fucking stupid it might be, okay? Well, guess what? It's a unique opinion that I made, so you have to sit there and fucking listen to me, and you have to fucking appreciate me for saying these things. And it's like, no, man, some of you needed to, like, get shit on more by your fucking parents or something, or maybe in schools. Like, I don't know what it is. I don't understand it, because it's like, who the fuck runs around thinking like, oh, no, whatever I have to say is actually smart? Like, I have to live with the fucking crippling self-doubt every goddamn moment. Meanwhile, conservative mouth breathers are fucking running around saying whatever the fuck and going, please, what do you mean? Of course I'm going to have a stupid opinion. I don't give a fuck. It's me. It's mine. So you have to listen to it and you have to respect it. It's like, what happened? How? How do we get to this point? I just want a fraction of that. I want a fraction of that fucking confidence. It's just like confidently be able to say whatever the fuck you want on issues that you have no idea. Anyway, but yes, we're going to talk about how the Romanian cops found Andrew Tate and whether it was like the pizza chain or something. Obviously, the Andrew Tate's like presence in Romania wasn't specifically because like of the pizza chain, but I think the pizza chain offered them additional clues on to whether they could facilitate the fucking raid on one of his properties or not. That's the reason why the Romanian article wrote that. Okay. But like, yes, he had already posted about being in Romania. And also on top of that, like, obviously the authorities are going to find him regardless. Like, I think a lot of people had fun with that, especially because it's funny. But ultimately, that is completely unrelated to the main reason as to why it happened. Just let us have fun. I mean, just know the truth, though. It's most likely, no, it's not because of the fucking pizza chain, okay? Anyway. Huh. The pizza chain ratted on him? No. He was being investigated by Romanian federal authorities for the past 6 months almost. For longer than 6 months, 9 months. His investigation started when they originally brought him in for potentially sex trafficking and rape. We are going to give you more of the details. I'm going to give you more of the details right now, actually, as a matter of fact, okay? I'll just get started on it.
Social media influencer Andrew Tate has been arrested in Romania on suspicion of human trafficking, rape, and forming an organised crime group. Our correspondent Ashna Hernag is here with more. Ashna, for the uninitiated, who is he and what's he being accused of in more detail?
Well, Andrew Tate is a former kickboxer, but as you mentioned there, he is a deeply controversial...
The fucking eyebrows are on it, lad. They're on it. They're covering it, right? They're fucking talking about it, right? It's one of ours, yeah? It's one of ours, yeah? Andrew fucking Tate. He's from Cardiff. Just kidding. He's not from Cardiff. He's from Luton.
Online influencer who has been taken off multiple platforms, including Facebook and Instagram, for promoting hate speech and misogynistic commentary. In the past, some of the things that he said, well, he's suggested that victims of rape bear some responsibility in their assault. Women, he's described them as being property belonging to men. And he's described himself, in his own words, as being the king of toxic masculinity.
I think this is also like testing the boundaries on what people will consider acceptable. It's like, it literally fucking feels like even if you do sex trafficking, as long as you're like openly saying you're doing it, people will just like ride for you, I guess, because of like their hatred for women or something. I don't know what the fuck's going on there, but it's basically just like, it's insane. It's insane to just be like openly talking about sex trafficking, luring women in under false pretenses and grooming them into sex work, and then like keeping them in awful and shitty conditions, and openly stating that you're keeping them in awful and shitty conditions as well regularly, like about your mistreatment of women being like your main reason, like being the main reason why anybody knows you. Because Andrew Tate has tried to be famous for a very long time. He's been a troll for a very long time. He's hung out with a lot of right-wingers for a very long time, but he didn't fucking pop off until he became the face of misogyny, okay? He literally owned it. He was like the most misogynistic man, okay? And I find it really, really, really odd, like incredibly fucking odd, that Mr. Face of Misogyny is still being defended when he did like some of the most violent misogynistic shit you can.
Last night he was arrested in Bucharest, where he moved in 2017 with his brother.
My brother says he doesn't agree with the misogyny part. Overall message is good. I know, dude. But look, newsflash, okay? They probably do agree with the misogyny part to a certain degree. At least they agreed to it enough to like overlook it, because that's his main thing. That's his main thing, is just saying women fucking suck. Women ain't shit. Women ain't shit. Bitches ain't shit. That's all he says, right? Like, that's it. That's pretty much the entirety of his message. And then this is the Jordan Peterson rhetoric, right? When Jordan Peterson originally popped off many, many years ago, people would ride for him like a like people were fucking fedayeen for Jordan Peterson, right? Why were they so ride or die for him? Because he had an otherwise like very basic, boring self-improvement message, okay, that, you know, people would agree with. Sure, it's like regular self-help stuff, but he would layer it with a shitload of reactionary conservative rhetoric, which he carefully crafted to ensure that it was as centrist as possible. He used his academic background to make it seem like it was the arbiter of like objective truths, and he was always neutral on issues, right? But ultimately, if you understood these things, you pretty quickly recognized that Jordan Peterson was a right-wing person, right? But people still genuinely fought for him. They said, no, he's not. And I also, even if he is kind of conservative, I don't like the conservative stuff, but I like the self-help stuff. It's just like, no, you kind of like the conservative shit. Why did you like it? Not because you yourself are like a gigantic transphobe. You might have become one, but it doesn't matter. You liked it because he was shitting on the fucking annoying SJWs, okay? And you hated the annoying SJWs. They were constantly on fucking television. They were constantly being promoted on on Twitter and whatnot, and everyone made a fool of them over and over again, and Jordan Peterson did it effectively. He very easily was able to make them look even sillier, okay? Make them look hysterical. And because a lot of those freshmen, college students were just like, genuinely emotional because they felt like they were being harmed or whatever, okay? They came across as emotional and hysterical because they believed in what the fuck they were talking about. So, it just owned them. He owned them, and that's why you kind of liked it, okay? That's it. You are supporting prostitution and literally travel to Germany to have fun where prostitutes ain't the majority of prostitutes coerced into that business, sex trafficking, and some of them might be underage as well. You made like 11 assumptions here that are fucking insane, okay? Yes, there is sex trafficking that occurs, especially in legalized areas, right? One, I am a supporter of sex workers, okay? That's true. I dated a sex worker. I support sex work. I have no issues with sex work. I think it's fine as long as it is done not under coercive conditions. And I don't mean like the coercive conditions of capitalism, because all work under capitalism, all labor under capitalism is done under coercive conditions. But I mean like extra coercive conditions, okay? I know I'm responding. I know I'm responding to a fucking troll account. But this is important to address because there is a difference. I support sex workers. I support sex work. I do not support sex trafficking. A lot of you fucking weirdos unironically conflate the two, like this guy's trying to do. I went to a brothel, famously in like, I think, what was it, like 2010? I don't remember exactly when it was, or 2009, 2010. I don't know. And what happened? Went to a brothel. That brothel got raided for tax evasion literally almost 10 years after I had attended the brothel. Okay? I went to a brothel in like 2010, 2011. Don't remember exactly when it was. Okay? That brothel got raided for tax evasion. Not only did they get raided for tax evasion, that brothel was also used as a political pawn at the time, specifically Artemis, which is still in operation, by the way, in Berlin. It's a very famous brothel. The cops claimed that they were doing sex trafficking there. Okay? Now, how do people know this about you? Because I talk about sex work. I talk about sex work all the time. And the people that know this about me know this because they've seen something on Twitter that claims that I like engaged in sex trafficking or something, because people are fucking psychotic. All of these schizophrenic fucking losers on the internet literally turn around and use something that I openly talk about regularly as a thing against me because, they're just insane. They hate sex work and they hate sex workers and they're stupid. I don't know what else to tell you. But like, of course, they can't say Hasan went to a fucking brothel in 2010, which got raided for tax evasion in 2016, and then make that work as like a bad thing, right? Because like, who the fuck cares? Everyone would be like, who cares? What do you mean? Okay, yeah. He also went to a McDonald's that got raided for tax evasion. Does that fucking mean Hasan is responsible? No, shut the fuck up. Okay? Not only was that a false assertion, because the investigation was concluded and they showed that sex trafficking was not happening, okay? But also on top of that, the brothel was kept in operation. Sex work is legal in Germany. The brothel is a legal brothel, okay? But they successfully sued Berlin. They successfully sued the city for hundreds of thousands of dollars because of the defamation that the city had placed upon them. So shut the fuck up. That lawsuit just ended literally this past week, and people still lie about it. Anyway, people still fucking mention it, and it doesn't matter, okay? Also, must have gotten really under that dude's skin that you got with hot women in Germany. It's just like so stupid. Okay. And I've talked about this so many fucking times, okay? Sex work should never be conflated with sex trafficking, because sex trafficking happens all the fucking time. And the most effective way to deal with that, which everyone wants, especially sex workers want to deal with that, okay, is by not conflating the two. But unfortunately, in many instances, people conflate the two specifically so they can write anti-sex work legislation. It's fucked up. And that undermines sex workers, that makes sex workers actually, that puts sex workers in a way more harmful situation. It's about narrative, and it's easier for people to lie and place the burden of proof on you. Exactly. And people are very, very, very fast and loose nowadays with the truth. Okay? Like, they just lie. They lie all the fucking time. They lie all the time. Especially conservatives do this aggressively. Okay? Like, conservatives just straight up say all LGBT people are pedophiles, people who defend LGBT people are pedophiles, and then turn a blind eye to the actual pedophiles, whether it be the Catholic Church or whether it be fucking legitimate like pedophilia happening within conservative ranks. Okay? They claim that like the left are doing grooming because they're defending like sexual liberty and civil rights for gay people, queer people in general. And then they turn around and like, cover up Andrew Tate. They defend Andrew Tate when they're doing like, when Andrew Tate is like openly talked about doing sex trafficking. Okay? Like Tucker Carlson has literally defended an actual pedophile, Warren Jeffs. Tucker Carlson also had Andrew Tate on his broadcast. Conservatives defended Roy Moore when it was like obvious that he was such a known pedophile in Alabama that the police in Alabama literally banned him from going to the mall because that's where he would pick up the young girls. And conservatives still defended him and wanted him to become a senator from Alabama. Okay? So understand, this is a multifaceted problem. And ultimately, if you're looking to like conservatives for like establishing a baseline or having like or hypocrisy hunting or whatever the fuck, like you're not going to get that. They're not genuine, okay? Like, and if you turn around and go like, oh well, dude, you fucking what is this? Tate explained it himself how he uses these controversies. Yeah, and if you fucking turn around and say some dumb shit like, well, actually, like, you know, the brothel, they said it was rated for sex trafficking. Bro, he literally fucking said, he did the lover boy method personally on his website. Okay? Like, you have to understand this. This motherfucker personally said, what if I told you the only way to escape the matrix is to unlearn everything that you have been taught and rebuild your entire belief system based on critical thought and analysis? Yeah, dude, totally. Like, it's not just the Romanian authorities that said he groomed women into sex work, okay, and put them in coercive situations. It's Andrew Tate who said it. So just listen to him. He bragged about it time and time again. He bragged about it so much, he wrote literally how-to tutorials on his fucking original website. Why do you hate Tate so much, bro? I don't care. I don't care about Andrew Tate. I wish that he was just a funny, charismatic figure who didn't fucking make his entire brand about fucking over women, okay? But more importantly than that, I'm not a fan of sex trafficking. So obviously, that was like a big problem for me. You literally are asking me, why do you hate someone who not only engaged in sex trafficking and is now arrested for it, okay, but also, even before he got arrested for it, was openly celebrating it regularly and wrote about it. Like, here are the screen caps from his fucking website, dude. I mean, I don't know if I could show some of this stuff. It might be TOS, but let me look at it. Yeah, no, it's not. Okay, here it is. Andrew Tate's website was shut up like, why am I an expert in this? Because I'm a successful sex trafficker. Here, my job was to get women to fall in love with me. Here, who am I? My name is Andrew Tate. I'm a retired 4 times world champion kickboxer who is now a multimillionaire, and I'm the most competent person on the entire planet to teach you about the male-female interactions. How did I become rich? Webcam. I've been running a webcam studio for nearly a decade. I've had over 75 girls work for me, and my business model is different from 99% of webcam studio owners. Yeah, because it's literally illegal, okay? Over 50% of my employees were actually my girlfriend at the time. And of all my girlfriends, none were in the adult entertainment industry before they met me. That is literally saying, like, he just basically fucking is openly admitting it. It's crazy to me. My job was to get women to fall in love with me. What he is describing is literally an incredibly common way to groom women into sex trafficking. There is a name for the method. It's called the lover boy method. This is what he was talking about. And when we first watched this, when I first heard him say this, when I first read this thing, I was like, why is this out there? Why? How is this out there? Literally, that was my job. My job was to meet a girl, go on a few dates, sleep with her, test if she's quality, get her to fall in love with me, to do where she'd do anything I say, and get her on a webcam so we could become rich together. Whether you agree or disagree with what I did, with their loyalty, submission, and love for me, doesn't matter. You cannot reject the results. And the results are simple. Well, you know who rejected the result? The motherfucking counterterrorism unit in Romania. Okay? My girlfriends would do more for me than 99.9% of men's wives would do for them. Can you describe the lover boy method in detail? Yeah, dude. Taken. Okay, Taken. Taken is like, didn't they describe this in Taken? Here. Here, I mean, this is like an international thing. Lover boys or Romeo pimps are human traffickers who usually operate by trying to make young girls or boys fall in love with them. Sometimes they manipulate young people in other ways. Once they have victims under the influence, they exploit them, for instance, in the sex industry. The lover boy method is changing due to internet and social media. Traditionally, a lover boy seduces young, vulnerable girls and boys over a lengthy period of time in order to exploit them sexually later on. This practice is being used less and less. Nowadays, lover boys resort more quickly and frequently to threatening their victims using blackmail and violence. The internet and social media are playing an increasing role in this phenomenon. For instance, social media provides lover boys with much greater scope for establishing contact with victims and gathering information about vulnerable young boys and girls. This makes it easier for them to force their young victims into the sex industry. That's in the Netherlands. This is literally a thing that happens all around the world. And it is basically like such a commonplace method that pimps would use to sex traffic women that it has been in movies, like in many movies. There can be many different ways to coerce women into working. The Romanian, what the authorities have said about Andrew Tate, what the authorities have said so far is that some of the methods of like making sure that women stayed with him was debt trapping, which is when you buy them stuff and then they have to work to pay it over, like work to pay it off. You offer them a place to live and then, you know, rent. You have to pay rent. You have to like, pay off your fucking work. I mean, it's like, dude, any movie that you've ever seen, you have to have seen this. Like, it's such a commonplace thing. Some was violence and physical intimidation, threats of violence, actual acts of violence. That was another way to basically keep these women doing indentured servitude, okay? Another way to do it is by taking people's passports. This is what happened in Qatar. A lot of people fucking were frustrated with like the treatment of migrant workers in Qatar. I'm sure all those people don't have anything to say about fucking Andrew Tate. You know what I mean? Like, not all those people, but a lot of those people that were like universally condemning Qatar would probably turn around and not have an issue with Andrew Tate doing this because Andrew Tate is like someone that they enjoy and appreciate. Social isolation is a big one too. Sometimes they don't even have to use force at all. They take advantage of capitalism and offering a place to stay is enough pressure to get many in the industry. Exactly. So, anyway, the point is not what this method is. The point is that this is a method that Andrew Tate described and literally openly stated that he was doing. Did they release him or was that fake info? No, they did not release him. Anytime some shit like this happens, okay, anytime breaking news happens in general, there's going to be a lot of fake news, okay? You should just know that by now. If you've been here for a long enough time, you know this by now, okay? Fake news always happens in breaking news stories. I myself have even like greatly exaggerated the importance of the fucking pizza box plate, okay? Played it up, had fun with it. That's, a minor part of the conversation, not even anywhere near as important as like Andrew Tate's actions, the meat of the story, which I, personally, dude, this guy said Arma 3. That's crazy. It was literally a fucking clip of Arma 3 that someone sent me saying it was real. I looked at it. I said, I think this is a video game. And I fucking openly addressed it like 10 seconds after clicking on the link. How the fuck do you guys, that's crazy. Dude, I know, I immediately can smell the Reddit nerd off this fucking weirdo. The moment that someone brings something like that up, I'm like, what the fuck? The ghost of Kiev duped this entire chat and the internet. Not me, motherfucker. I was one of the first people that said that shit was fake. And everyone yelled at me, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. This happens. This happens. Bro, it got on the news. He's not talking about you personally, I think. No, he's talking about me personally because I clicked on that link. I had the audacity to fucking click on that link and say, wait, what do you mean? I literally talked about the ghost of Kiev being impossible for it to be real, and I got punished for it regularly. What do you mean? People were fucking screaming at me saying, oh, here goes Hasan again, being a fucking Russia simp. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'll be honest, like if that's what you're desperately grasping to, that I like clicked on a link and said this seems fake, and you think that was like good enough to be good enough as an example of me being like duped by fucking propaganda or whatever, I don't know what to tell you. Anyway, I am from Ukraine. He's real. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, Andrew Tate's webcam course. Wait, he did a fucking ad for it?
Great.
Okay, we'll look at it in a second. Please message me directly. Social isolation and making sure you can't do that, what I'm doing right now, and that people think they're crazy just in case sitting at a homeless shelter. What? Being risked to what? Okay, I'm not DMing you, but okay, where the fuck was I? All right, listen. The ghost of Kiev is real. He slept with my mom. No, that was me. I'm sorry to report. Actually, I'm not sorry. She enjoyed it a lot, and I'm your new father. But you know, I'm not your stepfather. I'm the father that stepped up. Okay. So a lot of people thought Andrew Tate is fucking getting out of prison. I believe that. Where the fuck is it? Where Aiden Ross was like, on God, you know, he's out. Thank God. Well, turns out that's not the case, it seems. Wait, where is it? Where's the Aiden Ross tweet about? Did he delete it? Oh, he deleted it. No way. Motherfuckers don't realize you literally tweet from someone else's phone.
It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, Miami time.
Oh, here it is. Here's Aiden Ross. Andrew Tate supposedly released from jail. Nope. Anyway, let's watch this.
Brother, he was arrested alongside his brother Tristan Tate on suspicion of human trafficking, rape, and of forming an organised crime group. Here's what he told reporters outside.
The Matrix has attacked me.
So a very short response from him, led away there with his brother. Inside, when they raided that property, police found guns, they found knives and wads of cash. Prosecutors say the 4 suspects, and 2 other Romanian nationals also arrested, appear to have created an organised crime group with the purpose of recruiting, they say, housing and exploiting women by forcing them to create porn.
What the fuck is this? Andrew Tate destroys HasanAbi for not knowing his own gender. Where the fuck? What did you just send me? Like, what the fuck is that, man? Don't do that. Don't send me dumb shit like that.
pornographic content meant to be seen on specialised websites. The brothers have declined to comment. Their lawyer has acknowledged that, yes, they have been detained. It's reported, though, that police needed proof that both these brothers happened to be in the country. And they did that by allegedly monitoring their social media sites. And since Andrew Tate has been engaging in a Twitter row, some viewers may have seen, with climate activist Greta Thunberg, in his latest tweet...
a bit ugly, didn't it?
It did. He's recently tweeted a video of him alongside some pizza boxes belonging to a Romanian company, and that was allegedly the way that police went on to find him. Greta Thunberg reacting in the last half an hour or so, tweeting, "This is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza boxes." So reacting there to that news of his
She doesn't miss a
arrest.
trick, does she?
No, she doesn't. But he will be...
Anyway, it's getting annoying hearing people mess up Greta's name. Okay, so let's look. Andrew Tate had talked about being in Romania before that. I think he tweeted on December 25th a video saying Romania. It was a video from Romania. It's not it definitely it's not just the pizza box that got him, okay? The pizza box might have offered additional confirmation of where he was in that immediate moment, which was like enough for them to facilitate the raid on all of his compounds, because they did do that, okay? But you know, it was he had tweeted that he was back in Romania. Ultimately, it's not the pizza itself. It's the 9-month investigation that they conducted. According to Reuters, a spokesperson for DIICOT said the pizza boxes did not play a role in the detentions. Okay, well, never mind then. That's a total fucking fake news. Because he tweeted that he was already... like in the country. A spokesperson for Romania's anti-organized crime agency refuted widespread claims that authorities were tipped off Tate's location by a pizza box seen in the video. Tate posted in response to climate activists, "Funny, but no." They hit him on every fucking compound that he went to. Like they literally went to every single one of his homes. I hope this is enough for people not to care about Ross anymore. No, that's not going to happen. Also, I choose to believe the pizza story because it's funny on the basis that it's just funny. They knew where he lived. They raided him on April 11th and found a webcam studio with 3 victims 500 meters from his house. Yes, I know. I know they knew where he lived. What is this? Elizabeth Blau not at liberty to speak. I'm currently... What? Eliza Blau? I'm currently not at liberty to speak about Andrew Tate or his brother. I haven't been for many months. That's all I'm going to say about that right now. If you DM me to ask about it, I'll block you, period. Who the fuck? What the fuck is this? Reminded that a prominent self-described anti-trafficking activist and social media influencer didn't say a fucking thing when Elon Musk met with Andrew Tate despite the publicly reported sex allegations. She's a major Elon and Libs of TikTok simp. She's a right-wing sex trafficking, anti-sex trafficking advocate. Oh no. Eliza Blue is a human trafficking survivor advocate and a survivor herself. There you go. If that's the case. Anyway, look. Andrew Tate is held for 30 days, decided by Bucharest judge just now. Anonymous tweeted it and cited a few Romanian news outlets. Yeah, I know. We're going to cover that right now. So the Andrew Tate pizza box story is unsubstantiated, and the Romanian authorities said that it played no role in it. Okay? So that's number one. Then people thought that he was out of jail because he tweeted from his account. Let's take a look.
Miami time. And we got some amazing news, everyone. He made a tweet right here. I'm going to put it on the screen somehow, some way. Andrew was in a Game 7 NBA Finals tied game. Actually, he was down more like 20 points going into the fourth quarter. He dropped 30 points in the fourth quarter.
I wish I could tell you that Aiden Ross was trolling when he says stuff like this. I don't think he is, bro.
Quarter came back and won. Insane. I want to let everyone know right now. We're all going into 2020-23 together. I'm going bald. You will not see any hair. January 1st, 2020-23. And I'm going to change my life around. And I'm going to show everyone that this is real. Mind control, self-discipline, meditation, gym.
I can't tell if he's legitimately brainwashed. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Thank you for standing up, Aiden. I believe in you. Don't disappoint the masses. We believe in you, Aiden. The best mentor anyone could ask for. All your friends gonna go full Nazi in some future? Wait, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Aiden Ross is not only Jewish, but literally fucking said he refuses to do an interview with Kanye West when he had the opportunity to. Not even you will steep this low for content. Brother, if you think I'm anywhere near the lows that fucking Aiden Ross hits on a regular basis, you're on a different planet, I think. My most notorious interaction with fucking Andrew Tate is literally dressing his ass down. Come the fuck on, dude. Now I feel like Aiden is getting groomed by fucking Tate a little bit. People just can't stop sucking his cock. I can't even see this tweet because I'm blocked by this person. Some of you remember Andrew Tate inviting me out to Romania back in 2019. He put me in one of his mansions. He made sure I lived well, and he influenced me into getting serious about my business. 4 years later, my life is living proof of his positive influence. What? That's kind of fucked up to say. What? No, Aiden does the same scheme but doesn't talk about it? What do you mean? What you said about Tate grooming Aiden? Why is that fucked up? Explain to me why you think that's fucked up. It's mocking actual victims? No, it's not. What? It's that simple? What do you mean? If someone is a fucking professional groomer, it's not that crazy to think that they would also groom someone who's 22 and an idiot. Someone can still be a piece of shit and get groomed. I don't know if you know that. That's not... I don't know why all you fucking dumbasses regularly think that every victim of grooming has to be a positive influence on the planet and then they were perfect and that's how they got groomed. No. And it doesn't also necessarily have to be sexual either. What the fuck? Like this latest fucking Aiden Ross, like Andrew Tate interaction has made me rethink the dynamic of that relationship, because like he literally is going fucking crazy. Like he's just like he was unironically, I think, like a little bit more sane, you know? He's not. He is like lost his fucking mind since his relationship ended, and has been hanging out nonstop with Andrew Tate. Anyway, okay. A person for the okay, so there's more details on this though. We talked about the Loverboy method already, and how Andrew Tate like openly talked about doing the Loverboy method regularly. Here's the raid video. Someone link HasanAbi the clip of Tate admitting to grooming him in order to influence the massive following he has. Yeah, lady cops were involved in it, which was crazy. No drugs, just weapons? Yeah, those weapons aren't real either, by the way. Those weapons aren't even fucking real. They're actually toys, for the record, apparently. Yeah, they're airsoft. Or like replicas that shoot blanks only or something. I don't know what the fuck. I saw something about that.
Nothing else? No. Okay. You can go.
Yeah, that's not like that one looks like a real magazine, but I mean that's like a real magazine with bullets in it. But the other one is airsoft. What is the blue lizard thing? I don't fucking know.
The table.
Am I missing something, or is 30 days ridiculously low for sex trafficking? No. That's not. What the fuck? No. Okay, Asmin's fucking take on this was insane. I don't think he thinks Andrew Tate is like MLK, unless we're talking about like being the MLK of misogyny and sex trafficking. Okay. We covered it yesterday. That was wild. I mean that was a wild take for sure. Like absolutely wild. The reason why he's in jail, his jail term has been pushed to 30 days instead of the 24-hour hold that he was on, is because I guess they probably assume that he's a flight risk, and they're waiting to investigate further and you know, bring charges. Finish the raid video you were on. That's it. There's nothing else here. It's just the cars. Okay. So Tate was arrested alongside his brother Tristan on Thursday as a part of an investigation into allegations of human trafficking and rape. Authorities suspect the pair, along with 2 Romanian men, of running an organized crime group. Tristan and 2 others were also detained by the court in Bucharest. Andrew Tate, 36, has yet to comment directly on the accusations, but after being detained, a tweet was sent from his Twitter account alluding to the 1999 movie The Matrix. The Matrix sent their agents, the post said. The account also retweeted Matrix memes posted by Twitter owner Elon Musk. During the detention hearing, the 2 brothers maintained their right to silence, their lawyer told the BBC. Earlier, a police spokesperson told the BBC that the 36-year-old would be held at a detention center. Born in the U.S. before moving to the U.K., Mr. Tate went on to have a successful career as a kickboxer. In 2016, he was removed from the British TV Big Brother over a video which appeared to show him attacking a woman. He then set up a webcam business he described as adult entertainment. He went on to gain notoriety online, with Twitter banning him for saying women should bear responsibility for being sexually assaulted. He has since been reinstated, of course. But despite the social media bans, he gained popularity, particularly among young men, promoting an ultra-masculine, ultra-luxurious lifestyle. Ultra-misogynistic. It's not ultra-masculine. He regularly appeared in videos with his fleet of expensive sport cars, private jets, and on expensive holidays. What a way to soft-serve this shit, by the way. Holy fuck. But yeah, 4 arrest warrants were approved by a rights and freedoms judge from the Bucharest court. The defense told the 2 that they had already appealed the decision. Most likely another trial will follow in the first days of January, but the decision is enforceable. This means that the police will take the Tate brothers to the custody of the Capitol Police. So they are, at least until the appeal kicks in, they are under arrest for the next 30 days.
Work ethic.
Anyway, here's Aiden Ross.
All that stuff matters. All I'm applying it. Discipline. All applying. Welcome home. I'm so happy you're free. I love you. Cheers, G.
I've never, dude, this is like scary shit, okay? It's just like, it feels like he's a part of a cult now. Like I know we make jokes about him being like, his lover, the most like loyal otter bottom you can get, whatever, all this shit. But like, this is 100% like beyond jokes. It feels like he's just like, he's going to go bald or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know how much of this is content and how much of this is like straight up him thinking like, oh my God, I'm a part of this cult. Legit. Tate was on a stream like every other week. What do you expect? I mean, he went to Miami to hang out with him. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand how anyone could be like this fucking delusional, Obviously, some of these chatters are psychos, but you being friendly, understanding with Aiden is annoying as hell, especially because he's done dumb idiot shit in the past as well. Aiden's not a fucking victim. I mean, I think he's a dumbass and also has done awful shit on top of this, is what I'm trying to address here, but you don't understand it. He went to Dubai, not Miami. Oh, he went to Dubai? Like, both can be true at the same time. Like, you can fucking be... You could have done awful things and also simultaneously been just groomed by fucking... What is this?
Hi, baby girl.
Okay, no. I don't want memes. There's like a... You guys said that there was a video of like... You guys told me that there was a video of Aiden Ross or Andrew Tate talking about how he like used Aiden Ross's audience or something. If you can find me that would be. It's hard for chatters to comprehend things because we live in a world where the Matrix is Marvel movies, okay? Liberalism dictates that you have to have clear villains and clear heroes, okay? And clear victims. And clear victims have to be completely good, okay? Which is why a lot of conservatives often take advantage of that by tarnishing the reputation of victims and regularly hyping their worst, weakest moments or whatever in an effort to fucking make them seem like bad people. In Aiden's case, he's done a lot, okay? So he's not necessarily a good person in general, okay? So I'm not even talking about that. But most people, if you're asking me like why people get so fucking offended when I talk about this, like seems like Aiden Ross is like, you know, lost his mind here, dick riding Andrew Tate beyond just like memes, it feels like. It's because of, I don't know, maybe like a lack of a father figure and Andrew Tate becoming that said father figure to Aiden Ross when he already had questionable morals to begin with. Like he is literally talking about shaving his head and shit. And I've seen the clips of people talking. He for sure is trolling for content. I don't know if he's trolling for content. I want to talk to him about it and try to get a better understanding of it, but I can't. My man can't read and people in here are coping that he's memeing. Yeah.
Fair.
Wanna play another game for 20 grand?
No, leave me alone. I want to talk to you, and I want you to touch some more people's lives and shit, and I want you to help me out. I came to you for a reason. You see something in me. I know you don't like people. What the fuck do you see in me? You see something in me.
Correct.
What do you see in me?
I think you have the ability to be semi-likable, and that the black hole of hedonism grows old and tired, and that one day, maybe not now, but when you perhaps...
Bro, you're talking about black hole of hedonism while you literally only talk about fucking Bugattis and shit.
Hedonism grows old and tired, and that one day, maybe not now, but when you perhaps...
Bro, you're talking about black hole of hedonism while you literally only talk about fucking Bugattis and shit. Like, that's crazy to me. He's negging him, yeah, like literally in front of your eyes.
my age will look back on the impact you had on the world, and you will find true joy and happiness knowing that you've been good for them with you. They see themselves in you to a degree, or they wouldn't watch you. My point is, by you going on a journey of self-improvement, by you now becoming the man who does amazing things, you're going to inspire millions selves in you to a degree, or they wouldn't watch you. My point is, by you going on a journey of self-improvement, by you now becoming the man who does amazing things, you're going to inspire millions and millions of other people. You can have a massive impact on the world. Aiden, listen to me carefully. Imagine you get in fantastic shape and climb Mount Everest. Imagine they talk about how you met Top G, he motivated you, you started working, started training, stopped doing dumb shit, stopped hanging around with whores, stopped wasting your time, trained, became a physical specimen, climbed Mount Everest, etc. All these people here watching it are going to be inspired to do more amazing things. The world will become a better place. God will be pleased with you. God himself will look at you, Aiden, and say, wow, he is doing what I want to be done on my planet. And you will be rewarded for that.
So you're saying...
I'm saying you can change the world.
So by me going into the gym, doing it for myself, and doing what I want to do to become the best version of myself is going to inspire people.
It's going to change the entire world. Now, a lot of other people at home doing it, good. It's going to affect their personal lives. It's going to affect the lives of their family. That's a good thing. Great. But you have the ability to affect people far more than that. It is a disservice to humanity for you to not become the best version of yourself, because your journey will be watched. Your journey will inspire others.
And this is the type of stuff that I agree. I just don't like sometimes some of the stuff you say, but this is the type of stuff I agree on. You're very motivational.
What's something I say that you don't like?
For example, I didn't like how you said, for example, the X thing. I don't want to go back, but if you're done with the person, you're done with the person. Close the chapter and go on to the next chapter in life. Leave that person behind. That's how life is. There's people you don't talk to today that you talked to 20 years ago. There's people you talk to today you talked to 5 years ago, etc., bro. And one thing.
Yeah, he doesn't. So is he defending? Oh, is he talking about Pammy or is he talking about XCC?
About you that I realized too, it's you have good people around you too. I noticed that when I came to you, your brother, where's Tristan, by the way?
He's downstairs.
Can I say hi to him later?
Perhaps.
Okay. He's solid, bro. You guys are solid together, and what happens when you have people around you too. That's one thing you don't really touch on. I feel like you have to speak on good people around you also makes you more motivated and also brings the best out of you.
Correct. So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Relationships between people is always going to be a value exchange.
Yeah.
There's no such thing, unless you're being used like a fool, of you having all the value and the people next to you having no value to add to your lives. Even the friends you talk to, they make you laugh, right? So they give you value, right? So by extension, how do you get good people around you?
How?
Think about it. It's a value exchange, right? You want to have good people around you. Every relationship in the world is built on an exchange of value. So how do you end up having good people around you?
You have to, what do you mean? You have to choose. You
have to be a good person. Good people have good people around them.
Yeah.
Bad people have
bad people around them.
True or false?
Facts.
You look at a thief. Who are his friends? Thieves. Because he can't hang around with good people because he's stolen from them all. Do you understand?
I do.
So my circle is solid, and they are good, valuable assets to me because I am a good, valuable asset.
I want him to be a better man. Andrew Tate reveals using Adin Ross to inspire the youth. Yeah, I mean, he just wants a larger, he wants to captivate a larger audience by tapping into Adin's audience. This is like literally what he's been doing since day one. You know what I mean? He recognizes that Adin Ross has like a gigantic fan base of young boys. That is like the most captive market. You know what I mean? That's his main audience. That's who he wants to reach out to. It's a mutually beneficial relationship because like Andrew also personally has like a big chunk of that.
Adin!
Okay.
Adin Ross. Adin is privileged because he's young and financially successful. But he is also a ball of useless putty. Like a little, I'm Adin Ross. Like a little goo boy.
Goo man.
Little goo man.
Okay.
So if I can yell at the goo and inspire the goo to become hard like stone, like I am, if I can finally get in his fucking mind and fix him, I know by extension I will inspire millions of the youth to do the same thing and follow his path. This is what I was trying to say to him in my last broadcast with him. Adin, you can be a force for good in the world. A lot of people look up to you and respect you. They see you being a ball of goo, and they think
that view count is fake.
Because the person they spend their time watching,
like on Rumble or some shit.
Ball of goo. If you become made of stone, you will inspire children to do the same. So I'm you.
Yeah, I mean, he's like saying he wants to inspire Adin to become better so that Adin's fans will become better. But like, meanwhile, I think he's just, I don't know if he wants people to become better. You know what I mean? It seems like his interest is more so to, you know, join his multi-level marketing schemes or whatever kind of fucking scheme he has cooking up. This is insidious too because Normans and people uncritical of Tate would think of this as virtuous of him. Exactly. Exactly. That's it. That's it. Like, that's the reality. Like, what the fuck? What kind of like betterment is Andrew Tate here to offer? You know what I mean? Like, what is he? Like, what he's saying? Like, go to the gym and shit. Like, okay, great. That's great. Everybody says that. Like, I say that. That's not the end all be all. You know what I mean? I know they arrested the suspect for the Idaho murders. We're going to look at that later, okay? Calm down. No, he's just leeching Adin's audience. It's a mutually beneficial relationship because he has a pretty solid audience, but they have nowhere to, like, go or cohabitate because nobody's fucking going on Rumble, okay? This shit is fake. So, basically, he has to, like, maintain relevancy by either being controversial and doing... Bro called you ugly, like, look at yourself. What? I'm going to start permanently banning people that poop sock me in the middle of, like, commentary. I think permas for poop socks are coming back. I mean, think twice before doing it. And no, if the mods, do not unban them. It's getting really fucking annoying. It's just, like, out of control, dude. Literally every day there's like 11 fucking poop socks. It's just like stupid. It's so dumb. Like, no, don't unban the people. Don't unban people that I perma for poop socks. I'm sick and tired of this shit. Seriously. Especially at the top of the hour when people don't want to look at a poop sock. They're going to look at a 3-minute ad break. Of course, nobody wants to look at a 3-minute ad break. They want to look at the uninterrupted broadcast. And the only way to achieve that is by subscribing for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime by connecting your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account. Okay? And if you're banned, you're cooked. If you're banned, you're cooked. You won't be able to subscribe. You can also get gifted a sub if you're lucky. Here's the 3-minute ad break now.
Using Aiden.
Yeah, I mean, they're just saying that, like, oh, we're just trying to get, we just want to make sure that Aiden becomes a force for good or whatever the fuck. Aiden's not even fucking fat. Like, I mean, he's out of shape in the sense that, like, he could be in better shape, I guess, but it's not like he's fucking fat. They're basically, like, negging him, bullying him, hoping that he, like, you know. I mean, it was very successful, though. It was. It worked. It worked on him. And then, you know, their main goal is to basically present themselves to a larger audience as like a positive influence when it's obvious that they are, you know, not necessarily positive influences. Why the fuck would you look up to someone like that who talks that much shit about you? Well, it's a give and take. It's just manipulation. If you like instill confidence within themselves and tell them that like your praise is the only thing that they should look up to, that they should genuinely want, and then constantly go hot and cold on it as an older male in a person's life where like they don't really have a lot of like older male advice givers, okay, in their corner. You can break someone easily. You can break someone very easily only to hold the keys on how to rebuild them. You know what I mean? Yeah. You give them in little bits and pieces every now and then. You say, hey, like I am, you know, you need my well done. You need my good job. You need my attaboys, okay? I am a successful male figure. Look at how great my life is. Okay? I mean, this is like, it's so weird because we watch cults and cult videos all the fucking time. Right? We watch cult videos all the fucking time. This is how they do it. How do you think some fucking goober ends up like captivating like 60 people to 100 people, maybe even larger numbers? This is how they do it. Social isolation, and then or taking advantage of people who don't have like a good internal way of smell testing this shit. And we know that he is like pretty fucking successful at manipulating people. You know what I mean? Obviously. But ultimately, that doesn't change the reality of what like Andrew Tate has done. And you know, all of the fucking dudes that are lost and rudderless and don't have any like serious positive male role models in their lives, who look up to Andrew and look up to Tate and think like he's brilliant. Well, they're going to be sad, but they'll, I guess, move on to the next grifter. You know? That's how it works. You have a good point. While falling down a Sam Harris pipeline, I ran into Jordan P. Heard some of the shit he was saying and was derailed when I went, this motherfucker sounds crazy. Yeah. Why do you guys do this? Someone on Pornhub portraits you, and it's called Watch What Hassan Piker Does After a Stream. And yes, I Googled it, bite me. I messaged you on IG. Why are you doing that? I can't put the blame on Tate when this is a mutually beneficial relationship. If Aiden were Tommy in it, then I would agree with you 100%. But then again, who the fuck am I? You know the kid. I mean, I think he's always been, you know, susceptible to this shit. And he is self-interested. And he has done a lot of fucked up things. You know what I mean? Like promoting gambling to children. Doing crypto rug pulls. All this shit. And I have thought that if he had positive male role models in his life, he could have potentially not gone down that path. But it seems like he's a prime candidate for this sort of thing. Okay. Anyway, this is not even a fucking defensive, Aiden Ross.
Set to them. The better a person you become, if you were to embark on this journey of self-discovery like we just described, and you were to start taking your life very seriously, there'd be people who would come into your life who would be new, and there'd be people who fall out of your life. Guess who's going to fall out of your life?
The bad people.
The bad people. People who are wasting your time.
I agree with you on that.
Wasting your life.
I agree with that.
And the people who would join into your life would be the people you're training with. People who want to climb Mount Everest with you, etc. The better you become as a person, the better your circle becomes, which is why when people...
I'm not successful enough for Aiden Ross to find me as like a positive male role model, okay? And also, I don't do the same fucking... I don't do this like, I'm so successful bullshit to like present an air of success. Aiden and I are in the same space. And he arguably gets more viewers than I do. Regardless of how successful I am, I can't dupe him into thinking that I'm actually more successful than I really am because we're successful in the same area. Okay? Andrew Tate, on the other hand, can manipulate him into thinking that he's actually infinitely more successful than he actually is by fucking driving around in a Bugatti and flying in a private jet and making him think, just like confidence men usually do, that he is like significantly richer than he actually is, and that wealth is actually an incredibly important assessment of someone's quality of character. It's just not going to happen.
In this video, Aiden Ross shows the top G Andrew motivated him.
Listen.
Like, this is what I mean. He's just like, not this year you were bigger. It doesn't matter. What do you mean? Arguably, your ego is mad? Wait, what? Dude, look, I'm going to be honest with you. If you don't understand, like the words that are coming out of my mouth, that's not on me, brother. That's on you. I'm literally fucking saying that like Aiden Ross is more successful than me on, well, I'm more successful overall than he is, but like on Twitch, Twitch numbers, clout wise, he has more clout. Okay? That's what I mean. That's what I was saying, and you didn't understand what I was saying. But because we're in the same space, he looks at that as a measure of success, and he can say, oh, well, I'm not going to listen to this guy. Whereas Andrew Tate, doesn't matter how unsuccessful he is, he can portray himself as incredibly successful because, you know, he can just always claim that he has more money than he actually does. And then turn around and claim that, like, or doesn't really need to do much. Doesn't really need to do much to say, like, money is the most important thing for success, most important measure of a person's personal character. Aiden already believes that.
I'm single now, and I'm very distracted. There's a lot of beautiful women in this world.
You said he arguably has more viewers than you. He definitely has more viewers than you, pal. Oh, dude, this is like weirdos. Like you guys are, I assume, like the Andrew Tate supporters, right? Oh yeah, you are. Hassan, you sound so dumb. Your hypothetical situation is the girl Ronda Rousey is using or something. I don't think you understand the words I'm using. These are not good gotchas. One day you will grow up, I hope. I hope to Allah that you are not fucking like actually a 35-year-old man and instead simply like a 14-year-old, and inevitably you will grow up and grow out of it and look back at this. Hasan is actually brain dead. Stop talking over him so much. Hasan, your stupid Lamau, says you. We don't ban guys like this, right? We never ban guys like this, and then they still fucking act like, this is an echo chamber. Arguing your points, tape bot. No, man. You said he arguably has more viewers than you. He definitely has more viewers than you, pal. Is such an idiotic assessment. We're done with this conversation. You do not personally understand the words that are coming out of my mouth. It's okay. You ban more poop socks than conservatives? Yeah. You are nowhere near his level? Yes, that's true. I am not in prison for sex trafficking. So I am nowhere near the prison level. So I guess you're correct on that. Bro, this is the quintessential, like, you can't argue with dumb people. They will always bring you down to their fucking level, and they have more experience there. You know what I mean? This is like what's happening here. Straight up. It's crazy. Oh. Anyway. Okay. This guy's literally licking a battery to power his brain. Yeah. Okay, so where was I? Getting back to the main point at hand here. Yes, we're going to look at the Tory Lanez thing. Don't worry.
In this video, Aiden Ross shows the top G Andrew motivated him.
Listen, I'm single now, and I'm very distracted. There's a lot of beautiful women in this world. And I know if I have hair, I'm more confident because I have hair and I look better. So I want to go out, and what am I going to do? I'm going to get horny as fuck and want to fuck. But I want to be celibate. I want to be in the gym. And I want to be bald. I just want to lock in. I want to just give it all I got. Because watch what I'm about to do.
He wants to start going gym on a daily basis, and he will go bald the same as Andrew Tate. I honestly hope Aiden is going to do this, and he is not joking. Andrew Tate did talk about Aiden and what he wants him to do.
So I saw you're hanging out with Aiden Ross.
So he flew here to see me, but he's gone.
So how is it?
Aiden has potential. It's my goal to try and fix him and make him realize and reach his potential, but it's difficult because he's living in a little bubble. Yeah, he's living in a bubble inside of America, and there's a whole bunch of garbage around him.
Subscribe to keep up with your daily.
Kids get attached to the first influencer that says work out that they actually listen to, and because working out makes people feel better, they become attached to that person. Yeah, I guess. That's so wild to me, dude. The most impressive thing about Andrew Tate is how he convinced everyone that his baldness was a choice and not hopping on the finesse ride too late. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you believe that. It's like that to me. That is like the clearest example of like cultist attitude. It's like when Trump supporters turn around and act like Trump is hot, like he's like sexually attractive. The moment when I see like a Trump supporting Karen turn around and be like, he's so hot, I wish he grabbed my pussy, I'm like, oh dude, you're gone. Like, it's, you can't even see something that's right in front of your eyes. You know what I mean? Like, never mind. It's over. Like, there's no saving you at that point.
People send me questions, and I get this a lot. Hey, Andrew, you know, my friend did this to me. My friend stole my girl, some bullshit. Well, if you're hanging around with losers, guess what you are?
A loser.
A loser. If you're hanging around with snakes, guess what you are?
A snake.
A snake. There's no snakes in my circle. There's no losers.
And if you hang around with sex traffickers, guess what you are? A sex trafficker. Yeah. Your circle, your closest 5 friends is what is a compilation of everything that makes you, you. You know? Hold on, I gotta pee.
Losers in my circle. The best way to have a good circle is to be a good person. Life is very simple, and it will fix itself if you do the work. So yes, I have a fantastic network of extremely compendious, hardworking, reliable individuals, because guess what I am? A compendious, hardworking, reliable individual. This is how the world works.
Got it. So the energy you give out is what you receive.
It's almost like live by the sword, die by the sword.
Yeah. Got it. Damn, bro. That's crazy. I promise you, because I know the next time we're going to see each other, you told me come to Romania. The next time you see me, even actually we'll probably chat over Discord and text. The next time you visually see me, I will be better than where I am right now. I'm going to actually, you motivated me to motivate them. And that's all I needed, because the fact that you brought that to my head, now I really understand, and this is my motivation. If I sit around like a fat, mopey piece of shit, it's not really showing them anything. But if on the side and I'm currently giving updates and stuff about what I'm doing in the gym and I'm progressing, it's gonna motivate people. Because they're gonna be like, oh wow, Aiden had such a shitty mindset and he was laying around eating fucking chips all day and drinking soda. Fuck that. It's actually wrong of me for them, because I have an audience who watches me. It's wrong of me to them if I don't become the best version of myself.
Now you are starting to understand.
Because no, it's selfish. It is.
It's selfish.
It
correct.
is. Because think about it like this. I have a lot of eyes on me for a reason, right?
Correct.
It's not just because.
Correct.
There's a reason.
Yeah.
I have to provide significance in some type of way. And it starts with making myself better.
Absolutely. That's how you build a legacy.
I figured it out, bro.
That's how you build a legacy.
I've chilled my body. I actually figured this out, bro.
Congratulations. I look forward to your journey.
Oh my God, I actually figured it out. I'm not even just trolling. Watch, bro. Watch what I do now. I have videos of myself telling myself I'm going to blow up and I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Now I'm telling myself, my future self, Aiden, now is your time. Now is your time.
It's just crazy because, like, this dude, okay, yeah, like him, hate him, doesn't matter. He did something that is, like, profoundly difficult to do. He blew the fuck up, okay? And he created an incredibly successful career for himself. Yeah, he did rug pulls along the way. Yeah, he did a bunch of, like, selfish and bad things along the way. But it is not, you can't deny that he did this, right? That is literally infinitely more valuable than what fucking Andrew Tate has ever done. Okay? It's true. Like, because even if he didn't do the fucking scams, you know, being able to captivate entire fucking arenas full of people, whether they're children or not, it doesn't matter. Name the bad things he did. You mean Aiden? You mean Aiden Ross? I mean, it's very well documented. I fucking routinely criticize them. Okay? Like, that is unironically way, way, way bigger of a deal than anything Andrew Tate has ever done, which is surprising because, like, Andrew Tate also recognizes that. That's why he wants to influence him this way. Tate blew up too, bro. That doesn't mean anything. Dude, Andrew Tate does not have, like, a consistent... Andrew Tate does not have a consistent audience, okay? He is basically just, like, the face of misogyny, but he has never been able to, like, consistently get 100,000 people to watch him. Okay? That's the thing that most people don't understand. That's not true. That's not true. Andrew Tate has never had a consistent fucking audience in the same way that Aiden Ross has. That's not true. When you say, nah, you're wrong, he has like 40K people watching fucking Rumble, you're incorrect. Those are fucking fake botted views, okay? Are you saying Aiden is bigger than Andrew Tate? Aiden as a consistent entertainer, yes, is bigger than Andrew Tate. Andrew Tate had his blow up moment. He utilized a lot of other larger platforms like Aiden Ross's and so many others to basically funnel as many people into his multi-level marketing schemes as he possibly could. And he blew up alongside like YouTube Shorts and TikTok. But ultimately, if you were to look at like, if Andrew Tate basically decided to become a live streamer in the same vein as like Aiden Ross, he would not be able to captivate as large audiences. I agree with you on your view on Andrew, but how do you know the views are fake? Because it's on Rumble. Rumble bots their website, notoriously. If you want to understand how botting works in websites like that, I'll explain it to you. Just go on the website, look at the top streamer, and look at how many views that website gets normally. If you look at like a website like Rumble, for example, okay, and you look at like the top, this is it. Rumble is the website we're talking about, right? 757 people are watching Dr. Drew right now. Okay. On the live broadcast, it's like 62 people are watching the first TV live. Mike Lindell is live right now. 140 people are watching. So like, do you really think that this website that gets like no traffic whatsoever, all of a sudden when like Andrew Tate is on it, is going to get 42,000 viewers? No, of course not. Look at Twitch as an example of a website that doesn't bot their viewers. Or even, for example, Microsoft's website, Mixer, when it first came out, as an example of a website that doesn't bot its viewers. When you looked at fucking Mixer, okay? When you looked at Mixer, Ninja would get like 10K on Mixer, or 17K, let's say, right? Ninja would get 17K when he was live. And that was it. That was what he like maxed out at. Because usually people don't just go to a random fucking website. Okay? People don't just like tune in it by the hundreds of thousands. You just hate on everything. Oof. You got me, man. This is when he went live on Twitch. He had Tater Tots spamming to watch him. Yeah. This was his Twitch account, and he got 900 views. He streamed a total of 276 hours. Why do you think he got 900 views on Twitch? That was his highest recorded number of concurrent viewers. But he got fucking 40,000 on Rumble. Why couldn't he get... Like, I don't know why motherfuckers come... Like, look, guys, you might not appreciate my viewpoint on the world or whatever, but, like, there are certain things that I know I'm good at, okay? There are certain things I know I'm good at, right? Like, you might not like me. You might have heard awful things that, people have said about me because they fucking love lying, and you don't have a charitable perspective. But if there's one thing that's undeniable, I kind of understand the space, right? I'm one of the biggest streamers on the fucking planet. And I have a pretty solid understanding of streaming, right? Would you not, like, don't Haas mod that. I'm not flexing. I mean, this is just a factually correct take. There is no assessment that you can make on here, right? Don't say ego. This is not what it is. I hate my own fucking community the most. I swear to God. You guys are literally the reason why I can never talk about anything. If Andrew Tate had a consistent audience of 40,000 people tuning into him on fucking Rumble of all websites, like legitimately, he wouldn't feel the need to go on Aiden Ross's stream regularly. He wouldn't feel the need to go on fucking Fresh and Fit and all these other podcasts. Do you understand? Aiden did blow up organically and captivates an audience who, for some reason, genuinely like him, while Tate blew up by offering financial incentives to his MLM, to his multi-level marketing scheme to post his clips, and by suckling on the teat of much larger and much more captivating entertainers like Aiden Ross. That's the difference. That was the point I was trying to make. Okay? Bro, respectfully, you're chatting out of your arse. I'm not being funny, but you're chatting out of your arse right now. Yeah, dude. Yes, the guy who got 900 as his like maxed out fucking live viewership on a platform where like botting is very easily recognizable, that gets 40K on a website where it is notorious for botted viewers. That's that guy. That guy is, that guy that you support. I don't understand. I don't know anything about streaming, so I can't possibly fucking give you an accurate assessment on someone, on whether or not they're fake or not. I debated you. Thanks, man. Take an hour off. I don't know what's going on with chat, but this is the actual truth, not your own assessment. Yeah. And if you want to fucking understand my bona fides on, in the streaming space, like, we can take a look at the Twitch tracker on my own fucking Twitch, and maybe you'll get a better assessment, a better understanding of why I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I mean, there you go. Top live channels, HasanAbi. Let's take a look. Do you see a difference there? Do you think I know when like someone has like not a real audience that's engaged, that follows him to other platforms? Anyway. I mean, if there's literally one fucking thing I know how to do, it's streaming. Anyway. Okay. What, 3 best places to buy Rumble views? That's hilarious, dude. It's all a fucking scam, dog. That's what it is. It's a scam to teach scammers how to scam better. And like, what are they teaching? Other scammers how to scam. The Valo curve on a 7-day graph? Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? That's the Valorant peaks bucket. $12,000 hour stream total. Let me tell you why you're wrong and I'm right now. Yeah. This is lifetime performance, right? I kind of want to see real quick where we're at with like this year. Or no, this is weekly performance. Never mind. Here's my monthly. What is this website? Rumble.com got 122 million total visits. This past month. Have you seen a fall off in viewers since COVID ended? No, I've only grown since COVID ended. Do you think his 3+ million Twitter page doesn't feed into his size? Andrew Tate is not huge in the streaming space, but I would say his following outside isn't like the average creator. People like Tate and Liver King grew outside of podcast circuits. Yeah, I agree. I'm just saying that he has some. I was simply stating that he also did something that was, that was definitely successful. Okay, being able to blow up like that, especially without even a fucking podcast of your own or any sort of like media of your own, is a difficult thing to do. But I think what Aiden Ross did is more consistent and more difficult. Okay? But ultimately, it's like not a real thing. As far as like Rumble goes, being a fucking botted website here, 1.1 billion total visits. Anyway. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. Okay? He is just trying. He wants something that Aiden Ross has, which is a sizable audience of young teenage boys that he can basically captivate and turn into cult-like fucking diehard fans who will ride for him even though he is arrested for sex trafficking. And you see those teenagers, right? Like, I mean, they're all over. I saw videos, manipulate these audiences. I saw videos of people saying like, oh, he called this ahead of time. He said he was going to get arrested. You know what I mean?
No one talks about that. Tate's house was raided for human trafficking. 8 p.m. we went to the police station, did some paperwork. By 8:45 we were released. That's it. No one talks about that. Tate's house was raided for human trafficking. He's a human trafficker. His house was raided for human trafficking. I have no charges. I'm not on bail. There's no criminal investigation. It's over.
Well, no, he was wrong about that.
It's done. But the nature of the internet, Tate being a human trafficker gets clicks. Some girl lying doesn't get clicks. That's the nature of the internet. So I don't get a chance to dispel these things unless there was a mass banning event. And when I was talking to my team saying, look, we have to change the public image, we have to change the way, create certain things in the month before the ban, we were discussing how do we fix these rumors? And it's hard because especially when you have massive detractors, people who hate me don't want to tell the truth. They hate me. They just want to take anything they can get to attack me. Like I said, they can't attack my physicality or my success. So they have to attack whatever they can get. So there are people on the internet who repeat the same lie on repeat because that's all they want to say. So it was actually a blessing in disguise. So there's no people trafficking charges. I'm not a people trafficker. The woman's come forward saying many times I don't beat women. Like all these things are complete false narratives. And that's why the banning was a good thing because it allows me to finally get everyone's attention and say, listen, calm down. I know I'm top G, but you can't just be a human trafficker and run around the world and get away with it. Like there's that.
What the fuck? I mean, this is pretty funny overall considering the circumstances, but like my man, even when he's talking about this, he's like, being able to travel all around the world while doing sex trafficking is impressive. Like, what the fuck? Making it seem like it's a good quality.
That's insanity.
He's like, that would be really cool, and I'm not that cool. You know, that's sick, man.
That's crazy.
It's almost like a fresh start. Clear the air. All right, after the smoke's gone, let's see what we got.
It is. It's a fresh start. And although I don't believe my enemies and detractors are logical enough and intelligent enough and also non-emotional enough to accept it's a fallacy and simply stop saying it, what it does do is the Matrix has fired every bullet it has. It's the empty clip. They fired he's a people trafficker thing. It's been proven false. They can no longer repeat it. They can't take the bullet back and reload the gun and shoot it again. So instead of having it as a nagging annoyance, instead of having it as the odd bow and arrow shot at me for the rest of human time, I'm glad they shot me with the M16 and it's done. And I survived, top G, here I am. And I can finally understand that it can't be repeated and it's finally gone away. I
mean, that aged like a fucking fine wine, you know?
If anyone listens to my content, I champion masculine, strong men who protect women. That's what I champion. I say all the time, people trying to say I'm negative and my mindsets are negative. If you call a police officer in the heat of battle, you want men brave like me. If you call a fireman, you want him to charge into a burning building. You want men with the tenets I teach. We are protectors of society. We're absolutely not the predators of society. It are the people who are my detractors, the ones I talked about, who are objectively unattractive and objectively unsuccessful. They are the predators, not successful men.
This is why I'm like I think this is part of the reason why I'm like a decent counter to this fucking chinless, bald fuck, ultimately, because like, the fuck are you going to say that I'm unsuccessful? Good luck. The fuck are you going to say that I'm like objectively unattractive? I mean, that's how I feel about myself, but pretty sure, you know, it's not the common attitude. Like, it's just, that's just how it is.
I have no need to kidnap anybody. In fact, I beg them to leave my house. I'm not trying to beg them to stay. I'm like, listen, the party's up, young lady. Please go home. So it's absolute insanity, and I'm glad I can finally clear the air on that one.
If you enjoyed this video,
yeah, I mean, he went on every motherfucking podcast, and on most of them, they regularly talked about. He regularly talked about this shit, but one of the clips that I've seen on like No Jumper, DJ Academics, all these other people that are posting right now is like, oh, Andrew Tate knew he was going to get arrested. I think he was on with like the Nelk Boys or whatever. Where is it? Where he was like, he knew he was going to get arrested. It's like that the Matrix was coming after him. It's like, yeah, bro.
Well, let's talk to
yeah, I mean, of course, that's not a fucking, that's a lock. Of course he knew that he was potentially going to get arrested. Because he already had gotten arrested for sex trafficking. Latest regarding Tate, a spokesperson for the directorate had applied the hold to influencer in a detention center. The 4 suspects. We already covered all this, but I mean, this is the same shit. We're gonna do the Tory Lanez thing in a second. By the way, arrested for cringe fucking tweet and looking so gay in too many pics. Another prezzo banger. Dua Lipa thing, or Andrew's interview. We'll cover that in a little bit too. Do you think Andrew Tate is a pedophile? No, probably not. I don't know. He has said some fucking weird and gross things about like young women though, young girls. Just weird because any of the manosphere dudes that tries to step up to you, you're always significantly more attractive physically and intellectually, proving their point is wrong. You probably have more of a female audience than all of them as well, and yet they still say you're wrong when you again prove success always. It's weird. Do they just ignore it? Like Fresh and Fit really going to be up here to act like you're ugly? It doesn't matter because like I'm not on their team, so they'll just say I'm like gay. You know what I mean? Like I don't look hot in like a masculine way. You know what I mean? Like they do that. Andrew Tate openly bragging about having sex with a 16-year-old.
Ready for that?
There was once a girl named April Baker.
Little sexy, little fat ass. And I was like, you're hot. So I messaged her. She's like, I'm only 16. I was like, give a fuck. Know about me. I'm 21. I don't care. So I pick up April Baker in my Mazda RX-8. Who knows about them cars? No one knows. So I pick up April Baker, and I was so disappointed. April Baker was the original catfish. Before catfish was a thing, April Baker was a thing. She went from a 10 to a 5. I don't know if she did it. Bruv, I was banging her, like looking at her Facebook on the phone, like just staring at a different face. So from there on out, girls became Aprils. And we still use this to this day. Like if I turn up with a chick and she ain't that hot, I can explain to the whole table, apologize to my...
I mean, that's British things, okay? That's a designated British moment right there.
Boys, they know my game ain't weak and go, this is April. My name is not April. Oh, yeah, Eleanor.
Oh, everyone, get the fuck over it. 16's the legal age of consent in the UK. What the fuck?
Anyway, just a bit of banter, right?